So this week I've received quite a few bookish parcels in the post, full of what I imagine are both books and bookish knickknacks. So since I really enjoy these kind of videos, I thought I would just do a bit of a mass unboxing on film and show you what I've received. This is what I can best describe as an unsuspecting haul, because I don't know exactly what's in most of these boxes. They've been sent to me by publishers, and one, I believe, is a Bookish subscription service as well. But we'll find out together, I guess. Okay, so after me selling this video as an unboxing, I actually already unwrapped one of the parcels, but thought I would show you what was in it here as well whilst I was here, because it was sent to me by the lovely people over at Faber & Faber as a Christmas present. They picked out a book for me and also sent me one of their lovely poetry diaries. So this is what the poetry diary looks like, Poetry Diary 2017 by Faber & Faber, and this is absolutely gorgeous because intermittently on the pages it has either the cover of a poetry book in one of their lovely cover designs. Faber does beautiful covers, or it has a poem. I don't know if you can see that there, but this one's Paper Aeroplane by Simon Armitage. We have Now Sleeps the Crimson Petal by Lord Tennyson, and then these are the beautiful end papers. I just think this is so gorgeous. This would make such a beautiful gift for a poetry lover. I'm just so impressed by it. Thank you so much, Faber. And they also sent me this book, which I am so excited about. I have never thought to pick up a book by this author before, but I do really enjoy him because he's also a comedian and an actor, and that's Richard Ayoade, and this is Ayoade on Ayoade, a cinematic odyssey. And this book is apparently a reflection on his cinematic legacy as a director and an actor and all of his other on-screen endeavours. I think Richard Ayoade is absolutely hilarious, and I can only imagine that this book will be really funny as well, but very clever. He's also very intelligent, so I'm really excited for this. Thank you so much, Faber, what a good choice. But next we do have a box to unbox, and if I am correct from looking at the tape on this box, this is from Quarterly, which are a bookish subscription service that sends out a box every quarter, and they have, I believe, a YA and a adult option. They emailed me a few weeks ago to ask if I'd like to be sent one of their boxes, and I jumped at the chance. I really like their concept, which is that they pick a new release and then curate that box around that new release with some older books and some knickknacks to go alongside it as well. I asked for the adult box, so let's see what's inside, shall we? Okay, so this box has been curated by Brit Bennett, the author of The Mothers. Now, I've seen The Mothers floating around BookTube quite a lot recently, potentially because of Quarterly. I'm already presuming that's in this box, but what else is there? So the first thing I see is actually a book, and it's Sula by Toni Morrison, and I have never read any Toni Morrison, but she is on my 100 female authors I need to read list, so I'm so excited to finally have one of her books. I'm going to have to get to this one very soon. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, I did a blog post about 100 female authors I want to read, so you can check that out if you're interested, and like I said, Toni Morrison's on there, so thank you Quarterly Box for facilitating that for me. This is apparently about two female friends that grow up together and their lives go in very different directions. One becomes a bit of a pariah in their community, the other is held up as a bit of a pillar, and it's about what happens to that friendship. But regardless of the actual plot of this book, I hear amazing things about Toni Morrison, so I'm so excited to finally have one of her books in my hands. Oh, and this is published by Vintage. The next thing I see is a mug, which I'm really excited about because since moving into this flat, I didn't have any mugs. There was no kind of kitchenware already in the flat, and obviously I just moved down from Edinburgh with only a suitcase and I hadn't prioritised mugs, so I'm gradually trying to build up a mug collection, and this one says, "All good secrets have a taste before you tell them." This is perhaps a quote from The Mothers. That's my best guess for what this quote is, but I like it. I like the mug. I love the teal colour. It very much feels like a Pantone mug, just with a little quote across the front, so thank you. I'm in need of mugs. Speaking of the devil, we do indeed have a copy of The Mothers, a novel by Brit Bennett. The cover for this is stunning. This is a beautiful cover. I want to have this on display. It's very modern art-esque. Oh! Oh my goodness, I didn't realise this! I clearly wasn't paying enough attention because this subscription service has post-it noted lots of different pages with little notes from the author. This is Amazing! Also, this one is a little note about what she was thinking in an earlier draft of the book. This is just a little personal anecdote about her parents. That is so wonderful. I think this is going to add a whole other layer to reading this book, and I'm so excited about it. I believe this is another one that has a focus on friendships, and it's about a girl at the end of high school who is about to go off to college and starts a relationship with a young man that something happens in. I don't know what that is, but it creates a secret that she has to hide from other people, and including her friend. We then have, to go with my mug, some loose tea. This is from First Edition Tea, and it's Jane Eyre themed. It is currant and spice black tea. I have a real desire to brew this and drink it whilst reading Wild Sargasso Sea, which was in my last book haul, if you haven't seen that yet. What a lovely little thing to include in a box. And then lastly we have We Should All Be Feminists by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I love Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I haven't actually read any of her books, but from watching her TED Talks and reading little things she's written and seeing her on the news and in little video clips, she is a phenomenal woman, and I know everybody talks about this little book and I've just never picked it up, but I have no excuse now not to read it. I'm sure once I have read this as well, I will be handing it to everybody I know to make sure they've read it as well, because everyone I have heard read this absolutely loves it. Even if it is quite an introduction to feminism, it's probably just really succinct, and sometimes it's important to be reminded of the basics, so I'm excited to read this one. Lovely little edition as well, it's by Anchor Books. But my next box has a massive penguin sticker on the front, so no need to guess who this one is from. Let's see what's inside though. Gosh guys, this feels like Christmas! Oh my goodness! Okay, first of all there's a little card here with the classic penguin images. We hope you'll enjoy these presents from the brand new penguin shop. Okay, that's interesting. First of all, I'm pretty sure this is another mug. After I just said I was in need of some mugs as well. This is a Jane Eyre Charlotte Bronte mug. Let's see. Guys, this has to be my new reading mug. Look at that! That's amazing. penguinshop.co.uk. I've definitely seen things like this out and about in places like Foyles, so I guess now you can buy them online, which is pretty exciting, and this is so cute. I love this so much. But you can tell this box has been specially curated because look at the notebook they've sent me. The Casebook of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I've actually had this exact notebook before and I filled that one up in no time. It was such a lovely notebook to use. It's got really nice paper, nicely spaced lines, and it's just a beautifully bound notebook with one of my favourite book series on the front. So I'm actually really excited to have another one of these and start afresh. But to have with my mug, they've also very kindly included some hot chocolate. This is one of those hot chocolate, solid chocolate on a stick things that you melt in milk, I guess. Well, I know what I'll be doing tonight, don't I? Last box I actually already took out of the box it came in, but it was then in another box. So this one I'm pretty sure is from Sceptre, if I remember the actual box correctly, but let's see what's inside. Everyone knows me so well. Talking about notebooks, not only do I now have two mugs, I have two notebooks. Sceptre have sent me a beautiful Sceptre embossed moleskin notebook. So it's actually Sceptre's 30th birthday, and that's why they've sent me out some goodies. It feels a little bit cheeky that I'm getting presents when it's their birthday, but happy birthday Sceptre, and thank you so much. If you know me in real life, you'll know moleskins have been my favourite notebooks for a very long time, and I have a weirdly large collection of them at home because even when I finish them I can't chuck them out, so this is a lovely new one for me to start. I love the line spacing in moleskin notebooks, it's just the perfect size. I really like the cover of this one. It looks like that, and then it has beautiful purple sprayed edges, and this is called Spaceman of Bohemia. I imagine a science fiction novel. Set in the near distant future, Spaceman of Bohemia follows a Czech astronaut as he launches into space to investigate a mysterious dust cloud covering Venus. A suicide mission sponsored by a proud nation. Suddenly a world celebrity, Jacob's marriage struggles as the weeks go by and his sanity is called into question. After his mission is derailed, he must make a violent decision which forces him to come to terms with his family's dark political past. And lastly we have The Barrowfield by Philip Lewis. And it says, just before Henry Astor's birth, his father, a frustrated novelist and lawyer, reluctantly returns to the remote North Carolina mountains in which he was improbably raised and installs his young family in a Gothic mansion, nicknamed the Vulture House, worthy of his hero Edgar Allan Poe. There, Henry grows up under the desk of this fierce and brilliant man, but when a death in the family tips his father towards a fearsome unravelling, what was once a young son's reverence is poisoned, and Henry flees, not to return until years later when he, too, must go home again. Oh, I like the sound of that, bit of a mystery going on there. But that's everything unboxed. I've lost track of how long this video is, but I hope you enjoyed seeing what I got in the post recently. Do let me know if you did, and until next time guys, happy reading, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!